Hey guys, Matt from TOTALmtg here, and today I'm showing a little deck that I put together. It's a modern deck. Basically what I want to do is see how some of the new standard white soldier cards fare up in modern. So what I put together is a mono white soldier deck. They're all soldiers apart from Knight of the White Orchid, which is just a human knight. So it could be mono white human style, but you know, there's more soldiers. So we're gonna call it soldiers. So we're gonna start off looking at the creatures. First creature we run is Boros Elite. We run 4 of these. Whenever Boros Elite and 2 other creatures attack, it gets +2/2 till end of turn. So we're gonna run 4 of them. The other main, this is just such a brilliant card I've found. Champion of the Parish. Ideal if you've got this on turn 1, because obviously then you can build it until it gets bigger and bigger. It costs 1, it's a 1/1. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Champion of the Parish. And because we have, all human soldiers and we've got a human knight, this will just keep getting bigger and bigger, and that's obviously the idea. And that works very well with Thalia's Lieutenant. When Thalia's Lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other human you control. When another human enters, you put a 1/1 counter on it. So this is from the new standard set, Shadows over Innistrad. Sure, it's being used in modern a bit because it's just such a good card. Mainly in these sort of decks, probably mono white humans, anything like that. So we're going to give it a try. Another 1-drop we had is coming back from Theros, Soldier of Pantheon. It's protection from multicoloured, so good against abrupt decay, stuff like that. When an opponent casts a multicoloured spell, you gain 1 life, and it's a 2/1 for 1, and it's a human soldier as well. Thraben Inspector from the Shadows of the Innistrad, going to give this a try too. When it enters the battle, you get to investigate, so it helps us draw a card. We pay 2. You get a clue, you have to sacrifice it, pay 2, and you get to draw a card, which is pretty good, excuse me there. And which is obviously another human soldier. So that works out pretty well. Helps us a little bit with card draw. Obviously, paying 2 for draw a card is not terrible. And then this creature here, also from Shadows, Hamweir Militia Captain. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 4 or more creatures, you get to transform it. Then it transforms into a Westvale Cult Leader, where its power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures in control. We're very white weenie here, so we're going to get hopefully loads of creatures on the board and get them really big. At the beginning of your end state, you put a 1/1 white-black human cleric creature on. So as you can see, we've got plenty of humans, plenty of soldiers, so we're going to get lots of triggers here. We're going to run like I said, 4 Knight of the White Orchid, which is first try. It helps us go and get lands for our, because we only run, I think it's 19 lands here. So, we possibly could drop down one, maybe 18 or 17 might be a bit tight. But, it's just about playtesting, having a bit of fun, seeing how the deck works, seeing if these standard cards are strong enough in modern. So, playing for a bit of fun. So when this enters the battlefield, opponent controls more lands, you get to search land, so you play your land, you then search for a land, and then you basically put in double land down. You can do that with that. Which is pretty good. And then a couple of Anafenza also trigger whenever a non-token creature enters battle, you get to bolster one, so we're putting more counters on and stuff like that to make our guys bigger and bigger and bigger, and hopefully doing it pretty quick. So we have a couple of anthems. We're going to give the Always Watching from Shadows a try. We've got 4 of them in the board. Gives our all our creatures vigilance, which is very important, and they all get +1/1 as well. And we're going to try, we're not going to try, we're going to have 3 Honor of the Purin. All our white creatures get 1/1 as well. So you can see the idea of the deck is we've got the Parish, we've got Thalia's Lieutenant to give counters, Anafenza to give a counter. And then we've got the Anthems with Honor of the Pure. And we've got Always Watching, which is very good as well. So we're basically we've got these little white weenie creatures, little white human soldiers. And we're just going to make them really big, and then just trample over. So we have a bit of kill for us in the bet. We run 4 Path to Exiles, just in case we need, even just to get rid of an early creature, because we will be attacking, we want to be coming down, putting loads of pressure on quick. We might have to get rid of, tiny little creatures, just so we can just get our damage in. So we go to the lands now. You know, this basically is on a, you know, it's a bit of a budget deck. Path to Exiles are a bit dear. And I'm running fetches. You don't have to run fetches, but this is what I'm running just to, it thins the deck out. So we're going to run 4 Flooded Strand and 4 Windswept Heath. Just so we can, you know, get the deck, make it, you know, so we hopefully just draw in one of our 30 creatures. And we've got 11 other spells in there. And then we just run some planes, obviously. So they're there just to thin the deck. So we go to our sideboard. So our sideboard is, you know, I make my sideboard on basically to what I come across a lot when I play online. So there's, you know, a lot of enchantments, stuff like that you have to kill. So we've got a couple of arrays in there. From Shadows of the Innistrad, Grisboon, just in case they get blockers down and they got no flyers. Great one drop this. Gives our enchanted creature a +1/0 and flying. And we can also return it to the battlefield by paying 4 from the graveyards. So we run 3 of them. Mana Tithe, going to run 3 of them for the decks that are, you know, that run similar low lands to us, and, you know, just try and, if they're tapping out at the time, Mana Tithe can be, you know, it's a counter spending white, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Silence as well. Couple of silences. Really good to play, stop them from playing blockers. You know, if we're coming in for damage, we don't want them casting spells, killing our creatures. We just want to keep attacking, and this silence does help with that as well. Apostle's Blessing, a couple of them, just to give us a bit of protection, so we can get maybe the last bit of damage through. Also run a Celestial Purge, which exiles target black or red permanent, which is obviously situational as well. And then we run a couple of Thalia, Garden of Thraben. First strike, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. So although we've got a few, you know, we might get rid of the Path to Exile, something like that. Obviously, it doesn't help us with our Anthem effects because we don't usually have a lot of land down. But, you know, once we get our creatures, once they're big, the Anthems we might not need if we've got the Parish and Thalias and Anafenzas down. And this just, you know, makes our opponent, if they want to try and kill us stuff, it, you know, makes them use more land, which is good for us. So, guys, this is the deck. It's, you know, I've recorded some matches with it. It's very fun to play. I would definitely recommend making this deck. You know, if you haven't got the Flooded Strands, I will put up, obviously, how much the deck costs in card form and in tickets as well. But you can swap over the Flooded Strands for more planes. You don't have to them. And, obviously, the Windswept Heaths. But the rest of this, Path to Exile, is a little bit expensive. I'm not sure how much that is online now. Could be 5 tickets, 4 tickets. It might be more. And then Thalia's Lieutenant may be a bit more expensive. But the rest of it, you know, is pretty cheap. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this little deck tech. We're going to play some modern mono-white human soldiers now. And hopefully we will take down our opponents. So watch out for the matches. They'll be up soon. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.